Hitesh Chimanlal Doshi, Chairman and Managing Director at Waaree Group, is now joining us. Hitesh bhai, good morning. Thank you so much for your time. Before we start talking about your solar, PV business of yours, I want to understand how are things right now at the company and more at the industry. Till some time back, very recently, we are hearing that the hardware part of renewable, the costs are falling very sharply. To the extent that, some overseas agencies are saying that people are using renewable solar panels to make fences now in place of actually producing power. If such a sharp fall has happened, how does it impact companies such as yours? Is it good for you because it's your raw material at scale, or it becomes challenging?
Good morning, and thank you very much for inviting me. Yes, I agree that the people are thinking about putting the solar panels for the fans, but of course not for the fans, but to generate the more and more electricity, and that's a way now to use the solar panels. Wherever you have the space on the wall or on the fence or wherever, you just put the panels and generate the more and more electricity. The overcapacity in China has built the pressure on the prices in China, and the prices have came down. And I think it is a general industrial phenomena for last few years. We are seeing the prices were close to $400 a kilo of the silicon, and which has came down drastically now. So this has always been there. The cycles were coming and going, and I believe that this is one of the cycle, and will be back in next couple of weeks to the price stabilization. But it is very good for the industry, in my opinion, because as the prices reduces all the time, we have seen the growth of the solar has been gone much ahead on the curve than what it was in the past. In other words, lower the cost of the capital, lower the cost of the solar panels, more the installations and more power generations by solar. So in overall, this is a good for the consumers and the right time for the consumers to install more and more solar panels.
Okay, fair enough. And give us a sense as to what your outlook is then when it comes to the overall competitive intensity, the Chinese products, etc. Is that a worry? How are you looking at your pricing strategy in light of this?
See, competition has been always there and it will be always there. But at Waaree, we have been always focusing on the new technologies, new products, as well as what we do better in terms of giving the higher return on the investment to our customers. So with that strategy, we are constantly growing, and I think we'll continue to grow.
We also understand, of course, we all know that we are heading into an election scenario there in US. US has always been very protectionist about what they import from China. Well, of course, if the dependence is too high, they've been slightly liberal or soft, but if the dependence is not much, then they've been harsh. Now, if the winds blow towards the chances of Mr. Trump coming back, do you think US take a even more stronger, harsher protectionist stance, which could actually improve prospects for companies such as yours, who already have made such strong inroads in the US renewable market in the last 3-4 years, if Chinese competition decreases?
I think with strong leadership from India. India enjoys one of the best time with the US in terms of the relationship and the business opportunities. At Waaree, we have been in a business with the United States large developers for last few years, and we have a very good orders from these customers also. Apart from this, at Waaree, we had planned to set up the factory in the United States, and we see that by August, September in this year, the production will start in US. So Waaree is well positioned in terms of the references, in terms of the performance of supplying the solar panels to the US customers for last many years. At the same time, we'll start offering the product from our local factory to the United States customers there as a made in US product very shortly also. So that way, Waaree is well positioned today.
How are things progressing on the IPO front, sir?
We are just waiting for the approvals and we expect to receive it shortly.
Some time back, we also visited your plant in Gujarat, and there was another part of it you were actually busy in expanding, almost equally sized. How's the progress there on the expanded facilities?
It is well on the schedule. It is a 5.4 gigawatt latest technology called TOPCon, a solar cell manufacturing facility. So I am here in the plant today, speaking you from the plant only, and we will see the cell production will start there, wherever you have visited. And apart from that, we were increasing our module capacities also. So that is also on the track, and all the capacities are coming up as scheduled.
All right, good to know. Thank you for joining in and sharing with us those latest updates.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.